There we go. Okay, so it's been brought to my attention by several of my now clients and previous clients, even some of Daniel's athletes, that they need help with food prepping. Like, I've had moms reach out to me and say, hey, would you cook my kids meals? It's crazy, right? So with that, I figured, why don't we just go ahead and do these food prepping meetings, calls, whatever, in the group to kind of help you guys with your Sunday food prep. So how's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yep, great.
And if you don't hear me sometimes, it's because I have you on mute.
Okay, that's fine.
Or I have myself on mute.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on mute too because I'm at work.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I can sit here and vomit out everything, but I need to know what your biggest struggle is right now before you mute everything. So, Ashley, go ahead and let me know, like, what your fear is about food prepping, what your struggle is going to be, and stuff like that.
Okay, so my big thing is that, with travel softball and everything, what tends to happen, I have my girls 1 week and then I have them not 1 week. And so we have softball at least 1 weekend, and that gets hard because we leave on Friday and we don't get home till, Sunday. And then I end up, I'm going to try to commit and just get it done on Sunday because I know it's valuable. So there's that. And then, there's 1 week I have kids, so food prepping is challenging because we're super busy. And I've got, Ryan is a vegetarian, Addie's pretty much a vegetarian, and then I'm gluten-free. And so it just ends up, it's like prepping for 3 different people in the house. So I did buy a pressure cooker though.
Good. Hey, Ellen. Ellen's on.
Hi, Ellen.
Hi, Ellen. I don't know if she can hear us. Okay. So as far as you said vegetarian, right? Not vegan?
Right.
Okay. I would just keep it simple.
And that's,
like, if you're gluten-free, I would keep your protein simple. Do the chicken, because you can do a lot with chicken. You can make yourself chicken breast salad one day. You can do shredded chicken tacos one day. There's a lot you can do with it. Like yesterday, how I posted that live video, how to revamp your cooked chicken that you prepared, and
I didn't get to see it. Sorry.
Just watch it. It's on my page. You can just go there and watch it.
Okay.
So I see somebody else is on. Who else is here? I know. Hi, Ellen. Awesome.
Well, it's just me. I'm trying to join, but it won't let me because I don't have
No, there's another phone line has came in. So what I would do is just focus with you first, Ashley. I know this is hard for you to grasp because you're such a giver by nature. You have a huge servant's heart. So that's something you and Ellen actually have in common. Ellen's also a nurse as well. So, but in order for this to transpire through your entire life, every nook, every cranny, you have to start with Ashley. Okay?
Okay.
So the girls, you get them every other week. I would be straight up with them and be like, hey guys, mom is really trying hard to eat better, so I feel better, so I'm a better mom, so I'm not, frustrated. I want to be an enjoyment to your life. I don't want to bring you down. I don't want to bring myself down anymore. I want to be up. And one of those things that's going to help me, not only with my fitness, it's going to be my food. Because a lot of people know this. Food controls your mood. It's just, I always say that's why they rhyme, because they are hand in hand with each other.
Got it.
So I would start with you. Chicken. Look at the meal plan from the 21-Day Fix. Go through, and this is actually going to be something that I'm going to ask of you guys to do tomorrow morning. And there's no points on this one, but in the group, I'm just going to make a post share with me 3 things that you're going to try off the food list. And how are you like going to add it to your day? So if you say, I'm going to do chicken and include the chicken recipe that's in the book, like I'm going to try this one.
Okay.
So I would just sit down and focus on your goals right now, and everything else will come into play.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. And I think that's going to help you huge, especially with travel softball, because that's something you and I have in common with being a softball mom and being a baseball mom. You know, when you go to Jody and Adam's townhouse, don't be shy. Don't think you're going to be in the way to cook your own food and show up there and put it in their fridge. Like, you have to eat according to your goals, or your goals are going to get crushed every time.
Mm-hmm.
So remember that. It's okay. Okay?
All right.
All right. So you're welcome. If you have any other questions, I'm going to ask at the end. But go ahead and put yourself on mute so you can hear it. It might trigger something where you're like, oh my gosh, I wanted to ask that too, and then we can go back through it. So, but I took notes. I wrote it down, so if we have to come back to this, we got it. Everything's right here, okay? All right, so let's go with Tiff. Tiffany, can you unmute, please?
Yeah, I'm unmuted.
Great. Good.
So for me, my thing is like, what should I be cooking when I get like all my foods? Like, what are things that I should be preparing right away? And then what are things that I can like, that I really don't have to, that I can just like leave in the fridge and the kids can go get?
Okay. So what I would do is go through the food list and find out what you're going to eat. If it's chicken, if it's pork, if it's hamburger. Those are going to be the 3 protein sources that you're going to cook on Sunday. Okay?
Okay.
Then plan your meals. Plan your meals according to that. Your meals. Don't worry about everybody else's yet. Get yours taken care of. And then
Wait, did I miss a food list, Callie?
do what?
I'm like, did I miss a food list or something?
You should have one in your program guide.
Okay.
There's a recipe book that it comes with, and it comes with your proteins, your carbs, your veggies, your fruits, your fats, even your freebies. And
You
then
mean like in the mail with the Shakeology?
with your program, your 21-day fix.
Oh, okay. I haven't gotten anything yet. That's why.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You'll get it all from there. You need check your email and see when you're going to get it.
Okay.
Because if you're not going to get it like tomorrow, like send me a message and I will push a list through to you. So you at least have a grocery list and somewhere to start.
Okay. I was wondering. I was kind of lost. Okay. Awesome.
No, you're good. Thank you for asking. Okay. So Tiff, start with what you're going to eat throughout the week. And what I like to do is just recycle it out. So if I make a bunch of chicken breasts and I throw it in the fridge and I already know how much I'm going to eat, and then I have all this chicken breast left over, I'm like, oh, Tuesday, we can have Taco Tuesday. Like, we have staples in our house. Mondays are typically something with pasta. Like, we're gluten-free, so I'll do gluten-free pasta. Barilla pasta seems to cook the best for gluten-free. I really like it. And then I'll pre-cook my meat for the pasta sauce. So sometimes it's like ground turkey, that sweet Italian ground turkey. And then for tacos, I'll have that on Tuesday. Wednesdays, we dub it whatever Wednesday. So we'll pull stuff out of the fridge. I've learned on Thursdays, we do like chef salads because, lunch meat, you don't really want to be keeping it in your fridge for a week and a half. So you need to get it ate. So make sure you're boiling hard-boiled eggs for proteins. Those are really good too for kids to eat. So,
yes, and the boys love them.
Yeah, so just stuff like that. And when you grocery shop, get in the routine of coming home, and instead of putting everything up, stop. Hammer time. I'm just kidding. Everybody had to break it up a little bit. Stop and start to prepare. Get it done. Like, instead of like putting things up and pulling them back out, like just right there. And let the kids know. Let Juan know. Be like, hey, instead of putting everything up, I'm going to just get everything out, keep it out, and I'm going to cut veggies. I'm going to get the fruit taken care of. Like I said, get the kids involved. And don't break your back. Like, don't buy stuff that you have to cut and peel. Like, because the truth of it is, when you look at the amount of time it takes for you, not only you away from your family, to cut and peel and do all that jazz, you're like done by the time it's over.
Yeah.
So I highly suggest buying fruit and veggies that are in season, unless you can afford things that are out of season. But a lot of us in here, we have families,
Yeah.
So for my local peeps, that 4th Street Farmers Market, they're at 4th Street and 66, like right across from Walgreens. Great produce there. So don't shy away. They got great prices too.
Okay.
All right. So does that answer your question?
Yeah. And like you said, like earlier, like we try to keep ours, like our menu pretty much the same every week, just because it makes it easier for me. So then I know what I need to go to the store and buy and what I need to prepare for the week.
Yes. And another good thing with the kids for on-hand snacks, I would get into the routine of making some of those cookies you made like over Christmas. That's
Okay.
what I do. And I just got to the point where I got tired of doing that, and I just buy the pre-made gluten-free ones in the butter and yogurt aisle at Safeway. There's like 12 cookies in there.
Oh,
I
can
buy
do
that, and I let Marley make cookies. It's like her thing. So, but it just cuts down on time, and it allows you to still be a part of your family's life while you're working on your goals. But you're not deteriorating your goals. You're not cutting corners and gaining the weight back. You're continuing to live that lifestyle.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. All right, Miss Ellen,
Great.
you are next. Yes.
Hey.
You are next, babe.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Real quick, I just want to introduce you guys. Ellen came through Flagstaff a couple weeks ago, and I got to teach her in Insanity and P90X Live, and we just really connected, and I'm super glad that our paths crossed, because we talked about all on God's timing, like how things happen for a reason. And I really feel like this is a huge, like this is a big thing here, like having her here and us being connected. So glad to have you here, Ellen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm very glad to be here. Thank you.
I'm glad. All right, girls. So like, what is your fear with food prepping? What do you think is going to be the hardest thing for you?
The hardest thing for me is like satisfying my sweet and salty cravings.
Okay.
Because I get cravings that just come over me, and I'm worried that like there's no salt, there's no sugar. Like, what can I do to like get my taste buds satisfied?
Oh, but there is, my friend. Number one, right out of the gate, when you get the craving, be like, I am a female.
Yeah.
Where am I at in my cycle? Okay. If you are like way far away from your cycle and you're getting a craving, shut it down. You have more power to shut it down. If you are 3 days out and you're getting ready to start, you've identified the problem. Therefore, you have more ammo to be like, it's only 2:00. I don't want to eat it right now. I'll wait till later when I get to watch my favorite movie tonight. I'm going to have a quarter cup of Halo Top ice cream, which if you guys have not heard of Halo Top ice cream, it's protein ice cream, and it's thebomb.com. And for Flagstaff people, Fry's carries it, and you'll love it. Okay. So you have to delegate your cravings. Like, almost like I say, bank your carbs. Like if you know you're going out on a date and you're going to a Mexican place and there's tacos and there's chips and salsa, bank your carbs so you can enjoy yourself, because nobody likes a hangry date, even if you're married. Okay. As far as sweet and salty in the program, it's there. You can have it. You can do chocolate chips. That's what I did. I bought a bag of chocolate chips, and I had enough willpower where I could keep them in the freezer, and I would allow myself like the little, I think it's a tablespoon of chocolate chips, but instead of eating the whole tablespoon, I would half it. So I had some after dinner. But if you can't do that, then I highly recommend taking the baggies. And in your mind, when you go through and you put things in a structured area, you're less likely to sit there and eat 8 baggies of tablespoons of chocolate chips. You'll feel more satisfied by eating 1. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like trickery. You have to you kind of have to trick your mind. You have to trick yourself to look and think differently at things. So, and as far as salt goes, Himalayan salt, I highly recommend it. For those of you that have been following me lately with food, the Flavor God seasoning line, amazing seasoning line. You guys need to look into it. It's the Flavor God or just Flavor God. He's all over Instagram. He's on Facebook. I think right now they still have some great deals going on. So give it a shot. You have nothing to lose. It's going to add taste to your food. I really like it. But if you don't do that, I would just keep it simple. Himalayan salt, pepper, Mrs. Dash. My favorite one with Mrs. Dash is, I think it's the Chipotle and the Southwest. Those 2 are the spices I really like a lot. But Himalayan salt has a lot of health benefits. It actually is it doesn't cause you to retain water. It actually keeps water in your system where it needs to be. Like, for instance, when my husband threw his back out last year, that was one of the things that his chiropractor said to do, was he had to literally, I think it was a quarter teaspoon of it, a day, to build the fluid back up in his spine to help heal. So there are some healing components with Himalayan salt as well. Okay, and also another thing about salt that you guys may not know that a lot of my challengers have found, especially when you change the way you eat, you are going to get headaches. It's going to happen. Again, if you know that it's going to come, you have more ammo to combat it. Okay, so if you are making cuts in certain avenues of your food and your lifestyle, our body's first thing to do is to get a headache. That's what we do. So I highly recommend getting a pinch of salt, and you're going to place it right underneath your tongue because it's very vascular there. So it's going to go right into your bloodstream a lot faster. Before you go pop an ibuprofen, any painkillers, try the salt mechanism and see if that doesn't just solve the problem. And honestly, I have not had anybody who it didn't solve. So, and you're not going to be all bloated the next day because literally it's a pinch. Okay. All right. Now, what else do you have? How do you think this is going to help with your work schedule?
I think it's going to be tricky with 12-hour shifts. I think it'll be fine, planning ahead for them, but I work a bunch of night shifts, and it just my schedule is so off during those couple days when I work nights. Okay. Especially I'm worried about working out when I'm doing 12-hour shift after 12-hour shift. But I don't know. I think planning ahead will help.
I think working out before you go on your 12-hour shift will help you because you already know you're going to be dog tired.
Yeah.
And that's just the physical. You don't know what you're going to come across emotionally and mentally for 12 hours. You might have a patient code on you. You might lose somebody in the middle of the night. That's the last thing on your mind is to work out, even though statistically it's going to help you, but you're not going to, right now in your game, you're not going to have enough strength to do it. Me, because I've been doing it forever, I would probably piss a lot of people off because I'd be like, yeah, that's great. I lost somebody tonight, but I'm going to go work out. And they would probably look at me like I had no feelings, but that's the lifestyle I've created. Hence yesterday, we were up since 3 a.m. and I drove until after Barstow until my freaking legs kept cramping up. And I was just like, I have to get out. I have to move. And I'm on blood thinners and I have a clotting disorder. I can't be still that long, But I came here, we got settled, and where did I go? The gym. When 9 out of 10 people would crawl in bed and go to sleep. So do you see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the G.I. Joe mechanism. Knowing is half the battle. If you know what you possibly may be up against or what you are up against, like when you get the salty and sweet cravings. See, I get them at the same time. So I'm like, oh, hello, hormones. It's not one at a time. It's double whammy. That's how mine is. And I am a chip and salsa like freak. Like, thank God for serving sizes, because I've learned how to govern myself. If I look at something and I'm like, oh, I can have 15 of those. So I will eat them very, very slow. And I lick all the salt off. No, I'm just kidding. But so just kind of know what you're up against. So work out before you go on your 12-hour shift.
Okay.
Get it done. It'll also just set the tone. You know, because maybe you do lose somebody in the middle of the night, but because you've worked out, you've unleashed those positive endorphins, those peaceful making endorphins in your body. Because when we freak out, when our emotions go crazy and we haven't like detoxed and worked out, like moved things around in our body, that's where the emotions start to pile upon each other, and something so small, we blow it out of proportion. That's when people like lose their quote unquote caca. So I think you'll be fine as long as you make sure you have a cooler.
Yeah.
Highly recommend a cooler, a good cooler. Amazon has the ones that a lot of fitness competitors use, and it's got all the slots in it. It's like 8 Tupperwares. So there's 8 different places you can place stuff. So you may want to look at something like that. Again, if you give yourself boundaries and structure, like for me, when I'm traveling or when I'm in conferences all day, I know exactly what's in my cooler, and that's all I get to eat. So I don't sit there and eat it all at once, because I'm like, oh, I'm going to be hungry in 3 hours. I just know it. I better save that for later. Or we're going to get released. We're going to have a break at 3 for coffee. I want to eat my gluten-free or my gluten-free cookie with my coffee. So I'll wait. Okay. Awesome. All right. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Good. I'm glad. All right, ladies. Well, I have 3 of you guys on this call. I'm going to post a link to my blog. I need to start blogging more. I haven't blogged in a while. But it's my food prepping blog. And I food prepped the crap out of this video, but I did it in an hour. And I did not only my food prep, but my family's food prep. So those of you that have family, this is going to help huge. Those of you that don't, like Ellen, is just you, pull out what is going to serve you. You don't have to repeat what I do. You know, I don't want people to be like me. I don't want people to do things just like me. I want you to take what's going to serve you and be better at being you. Okay. But I'll post that in the My Challenge Tracker app. I highly recommend you guys watch it before you go to the grocery store, or listen to it. Okay, you're gonna get the gist of what's going on by listening. One thing I try to do when I talk is I try to explain things, especially being a group fitness instructor. I try to explain things to where a blind man could understand what I was asking them to do. So just know if you're in a jam and you can't sit down and watch it, plug your earbuds in and put it up on your phone and go to town. Okay? And it'll help you guys huge. And my 6-year-old daughter, then she was either 4 or 5, she was helping the entire time. So, and I did that because I think a lot of moms feel like if their kids help out in the kitchen, it's going to slow them down. And it doesn't. It helps you bond with your kids. It teaches your kids good value as far as how to look at food, how to handle food, washing your hands, and you just get to hang out with them. So, but other than that, does anybody else have any questions that may have came up?
No, I don't have no questions.
Okay.
But to the because how you were saying about like the lunch boxes and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So Juan, he does work a 12-hour shift.
Okay.
And I found a lunchbox over at Sam's Club after the new year, and it comes with all the containers in them. So I just, for the gal that works her 12-hour shift, I like portion his food out. So I measure out his food so that he'll have enough. Like since he's working 12 hours, like I'll give him 2 fruits, 2 vegetables, and then like I'll give him his like lunch, and I'll measure it all out and I'll put it all in there for him so that he has enough for his 12-hour shift plus his shake.
Good.
So yeah, so it really does help, and he says it's like plenty of food for him for a 12-hour shift.
That's awesome.
And I think the cooler was like $19 if you have a Sam's Club where you are. Then you can definitely go get it for like $19. It wasn't bad at all.
And a lot of times if Sam's has it, Costco will have it too, because they're kind of like in cahoots in a way. So thanks for that.
That's what I wanted to let her know, just because it makes it so much easier to be able to like measure it all out, and all his containers are there and he knows what's in there.
Well, and it gives you confidence. One of my coaches, when she started out as a challenger, that was the biggest thing, was when she was running errands, she'd get home and she's like, oh my gosh, I haven't ate for 5 hours, and I'm like, why? And she's like, well, this kid had a doctor's appointment, this one had a dance recital, and I'm like, go to Ross or Marshall's and go find a cooler that jumps off the shelf at you. Make it yours.
That is literally my biggest challenge, Callie. Like I get up, when I have my kids, I get up, we get them going, I make them breakfast, I get in the shower, we run out the door at 7, and I get to work, and I literally get a cup of coffee around 9-ish, and then a lot of mornings I don't eat until 11 o'clock.
Well, for you, my dear, this is again where you and I are going to have connective tissue. You're going to have to either wake up 30 minutes longer or wake up 30 minutes later.
Yeah. What did you say, just real quick, because I'm at work and I've been interrupted a few times. So I just was curious, what was at Sam's Club, the container portions or a cooler?
Tiffany said there was a cooler there for $19 that comes with containers.
Oh, wow. Okay. Because I just sent you my email. I won't get my shipment until January 10th.
Okay.
And I ordered that on December 29th.
It's okay. It's the end of the year, and they just released that all access. It's crazy.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. If you need Shakeology samples, I have chocolate vegan. I will, if you need it to get through on Monday and Tuesday. I definitely get those to you, because the last thing I want you to do is feel left out in any kind of way. I want you on board 100%, not 95%. I need Ashley 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, guys. Well, I just got the warning saying that the meeting's about ready to close down. If anything comes up since we've had this meeting, if more questions transpire, please ask. You can message me. We'll just go from there. And then I'm going to have another one tomorrow, Arizona time at 5 o'clock in the evening to serve my evening people. So you can come back on.
Okay, I'll do the 5 o'clock.
Okay, whatever you guys need to do. I'm here to serve you guys. So, Helen, it was amazing to see your face.
Yeah, it's so good to see you.
And it was great hearing your ladies' voices. And I will talk to you guys soon. And we'll be back in Arizona on Sunday. So.
Awesome. Great. Well, you guys have a safe trip back.
Thank you. Take care, ladies.
Bye.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.